What's going on, motherfuckers? How's it going, Chris Gray? How's it going, JVD? You scum. Scum of the earth. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up my perfectly legal boxing stream. You know how we do? You know how we do? We're back. How we doing, fuckers? Good weekend of shit going on. Pre-fight chill. That's right, Dougie. How you doing, bro? I assume you're going to be locked and loaded tonight. You'll catch me over there, sir. How you doing, Kloss, my guy? I've got the Stevenson fight on over my shoulder, but I don't think it's going to be distracting me that much. How you doing, Grimy? Yeah, I'm ready for some chitty chatty, bro. And a spot of tea. Do you know what I mean? 3 fingers in the air. You know the dizzle. How's it going, Westy? You fucking government name dropping cunt. Ebo versus Ion sounds like a robot fight. It does, and it's probably going to look like a robot fight as well. I need to turn this down, man, because these American commentators are getting in my eardrums, and it's you know me, I'm old, man. I can't do 2 things at once. I'm still looking forward to it though. Looking forward to the card. My balls are tingling. How you doing, DJ Aiden? How you doing, my guy? Yeah, mate. But till then, I'm gonna listen to you, watch some Fight Pass, and chuck on the game. So keep me entertained, boys. I'm feeling a lot of pressure now. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a very stream heavy week. I'll put it that way. Crystal, how you doing, Crystal Miller? How are you doing? Well, either someone's gonna go night or it's gonna be the most boring fucking fight on the card. I'll tell you who's not going night. Padlev. Boxing fucking sucks ass, bros. Glad to hear it, DJ Aiden. I'm glad this boxing card is kind of my final bets. Good question. So, how you doing, Kerry? My final bets. I've actually got 3 parlays still running. I threw a couple soccer ones in this morning, which paid off really nicely. Or I say paid off. They've So I've got Joseph Parker to get the job done against Fatboy Bacoli, the star of Roots. I've got Better Be Evan Bivol to go over 9.5, which I think is reasonably. Then I've got Modestus Bakauskas, Rudzaboev, and Varetnikov. I know I said that Austin Vanderford is going to win, but I've since changed my mind. And then another one, another one to finish another parlay. I've got Aslan Walker, and I've got Henry Cejudo and Sadong to start round 3. And if that one pays off, that will net me $200 because I had 2 football ones on it earlier. Then I've still got my old parlay that I told you about yesterday, which is Feely, Silva, Font, and Hernandez. So that's where we're at. I'm optimistic, which I shouldn't be because I haven't won fuck all this year. It's warming up outside. I'm one happy bitch. That must be oh, how you doing, Cheddarhead? It must be contagious because we actually got our first day of spring this morning, and it was fucking glorious. You know, I managed to step outside without the wind completely disrespecting my jacket. You know, so I'm pretty optimistic. I feel like it's going to be a good day. I just made my eyes water on a snowmobile. Not my thing, but wow, fast. I've been on a snowmobile as well. They are fucking. It's because they're so small and you're so close to the ground. They feel a bit zippy. You got so many upsets. Do you mean underdogs? Is that what you're talking about? How you doing, Joe Hogan? You fucking legend. It was real fun. I'm running up on that geezer last night. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was seeing how happy his little face was when we all ran up in there. Really, really made my asshole tingle. So well done to all of you for running up on that guy and showing him some love because you look like you made his week. My river is still covered in ice and snow. That sucks for you, bro. I want to show you sympathy, but to be honest, it's been a sucky fucking winter for me. So I'm not showing anyone sympathy. It's been a rough ride. I'm either going to look like a genius or I'm going to get dead last on Tapology. I haven't filled out my topology bets in a while, which is probably a good thing because this year's been shameful. It's been an utter disgrace. I'm kind of glad that with the way that things are lining up because we've got obviously the boxing fights are going to be. I think Better Biev and Bivol should be on just when Modescus, Bakauskas, and that other scrub turn up. Sup, nerd? Me. Fuck you, cunt. How you doing, Mr. Picks and Packs? Shout out to you and your channel. I need to get you in the description as well. What do you think of Zhang? Saw he lost in boxing. Yeah, it might be over for old Sillet Bang. When you lose to body shots in boxing, it's time to leave. It's time to fucking leave. Did I just hear you say Vanderford would win? How you doing, Chef Rando? No, I took it back very, very swiftly. I didn't realize he was yeah, I'm watching boxing on stream. I didn't realize, yeah, he was Paige Van Zant's little beau, his little wifey. So that's forced me to a quick. I didn't even know who the fuck he was, basically, to be honest, when I picked him. I saw him fight once or twice in Bellator, but I'd forgotten about it. So welcome though, Chef Rando, to the fold, sir. Stick around on a good day and you'll get some really degenerate, disgusting chat around here that will make you feel embarrassed to be part of the human race. Yeah, I'm watching Stevenson tip tap this little wiry cunt, and I've got to say, I am not entertained. It is hard to miss Zhang's body, but uh, losing that way is not a fucking good look. I'll put it that way. Because in boxing, I mean, they condition themselves to be able to take blows like that, and getting fucking tucked in like that is gross. Very welcome to have you here, Chef Rando. Sick fucking name, by the way. I assume you're a fight fan. I hope you enjoy tonight's festivities. I'm just gonna be here until, well, when the card starts, and then I'm gonna fuck off. And then hopefully my boy Dougie over at Dougie's Corner, if you subscribe to him, he'll be taking you through the actual card in a far more entertaining fashion than I ever could. But good to have you here. I was watching that Zayn lost. Zayn. Wesley, every year feels like that. See, you forget how chapping your balls were. Once the winter's over and you get to the summer, you forget how fucking cold it was. And then when winter comes around again, you're like, Jesus, it's fucking coldest winter I've ever dealt with, you know? It's because you forgot that chap in your balls, mate. That's all it is. Every year's fucking cold. I'm gonna turn Stevenson around because I'm no longer interested. Especially for an arborist. That's such a beautiful way of putting it. I prefer the term tree surgeon, which is completely inaccurate, of course. But yeah, being up in those things must be you got to be made of sterner stuff, mate. Hang on, Chef Rando has a channel. Wait a moment. Let's subscribe to Chef Rando, people. Let me pull this up. Let's shout out to Chef Rando. Hearing my own voice is so cringe. Wait a sec. Chef Rando. It's just flip. Yeah. I subscribe to this. Shakur, the minus 5,000 favorite with about 7% finish rate was like 8-5 to win by this. Mate, that's money in the bank. I assume I have a feeling. Yeah, you're gonna be very annoyed in a minute when he fucking stops him by, standing TKO or something. I mean, to be fair, this Padlev cunt looks like he's skilled, or like sorry, skilled. Sorry, what was durable is the word I was looking for. So hopefully he can survive for another 9 minutes of getting like fucking slapped. You're just a fight fan from America. Whereabouts are you in America, sir? Good to have you here. We've got a lot of American fight fans in here. In fact, I'd say most of my subscription base is filthy Yanks, to be fair. It always shocks me when people somehow manage to stumble on this channel because we don't really do anything productive around here. Paradox, I think your money's fairly safe though. If I'd known he was gonna be a fucking if I'd known that the going to decision odds were that high, I would have put on a little change myself. He is starting to touch him up a little bit though. I mean, the thing is there, Stevenson's really, really good. Like he's very, very technical. He's got him down. Got him to the body. This is where the money goes out the toilet. Or goes down the toilet. Oh, he's up. Get up, you fucking he looks like he needs to. Oh, they've thrown the towel in. Fuck his corner. Oh man. West Coast, Northern Carolina, sorry, Northern California. Shout out to you, bro. I've been to California a few times. I nearly got shot twice. So thanks for that. Oh, Paradox, you spoke far too soon. To be fair, you can't blame the fighter. They did throw it, but he looked like he needed to take an early shit. He's gonna be shitting some nasty stuff in about 20 minutes. He got absolutely worked to the body. How you doing, Anakin MMA? Shout out to you and your channel, sir. I know Paradox. It was looking good. I think he had like 5 seconds to go with that round, and he just got his bowels fucking turned to soup. I'm glad Trump turned his back on Ukraine. Is this a Ukrainian fighter? Is this where your anger's coming from? I respect it. I mean, to be fair, this guy who wasn't he supposed to be fighting somebody else? Fair play to him. Fair play to him for getting that far into it. I'm taking over 1.5 Medeska's fight. I'm taking these fucking headphones out, man. They fucking piss me off. Westy's on the job as always. Minus 146. Yeah, UFC starts about 10 past 11. You're watching the fights on your VR headset. Do you know what? I didn't realize you could do that. I might have to hit that shit up. So if I connect it to my PC, I can do the same, right? The problem with headsets, man, is it really does my neck in. You kind of have to take them off and on, you know? Yeah, it's about 10 past 11, so it should be kicking off in about an hour. So we should get the co-main event of the boxing. Padley's British. What a disappointment. So I'm assuming, Kloss, you would connect it to your PC and connect to your desktop, and then whatever app you've got on, you can just run it from there. I'm assuming. I didn't realize this cunt was British. I definitely would have opted. I would definitely would have advised you to bet against that. Know what I'm saying? Padley was working on the solar panels on Thursday. Yeah, to be fair, to get to a 10th round, Shakur Stevenson's like, he's I wouldn't say he's pound for pound, but I'd say he's top, he's probably top 5 right now. I saw a video of a Chandler clip in a music video that was kind of cringe. Ooh, Chandler, fuck. Chandler is just an annoying little goblin. That whole Paddy video, where he does the video where he's taking the piss out of Paddy, where he's wearing the wig and then like shadow boxing in a gym. That would not annoy if that was Paddy, that would not annoy me. It would make me feel like sympathy. How you doing, Matcha? Good to have you here, bro. As always. There's an internet browser app, and I just typed in crack streams and started the fights up. Is crack streams back up? Shout out to crack streams. I don't give a fuck. I've noticed that meth streams is no longer about crack. Meth streams need to give me a fucking sponsorship, mate. The amount of times I've shouted them out. 0 training, jet lagged, 10th round with Shakur equals a couple of free pints in the pub, 100%. He probably got paid fucking peanuts as well. They probably gave him 10 grand, enough to cover the price of his tattoos, his back tattoo, and that was about it. He did well though. I mean, he looked fairly hard. And what this will probably get for him, they'll probably stick him into another fight now. Oh, one of the domains never went down. Bruv, this is what I'm saying, yeah. Whoever runs crack streams and mesh streams are real heroes in my book. Because they obviously don't make anything from it. So just taking time out of their lives to fuck over the UFC. That's a real hero. That's a modern day saint in my book. Frankie, can you explain just why you're lost excited for Gene? Sorry, mate. I only speak English, mate. I only answer questions that are formulated in complete English. Let me try and decipher this one more time. Frankie, can you explain just why you're lost excited for Gene's? No, I don't get it. Sorry, mate. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, brother. I assume you're asking why I'm excited for Gene Silver's fight. Because he's a fucking savage. He's the best fighter nerd, and I reckon he's gonna destroy Bagdasarian, who's actually not bad. Crack streams is of how you doing, Hans? Crack streams are most excited. I think he's technically good and he's hard. And the thing is that people don't realize how good Melsik Bagdasarian is. So I think this is going to be a good technical test. Frankie, what's the fight you're most excited for tonight? Oh, I would say it's probably Rob Font and Gene Matsumoto. I'm certainly not excited by the prospect of seeing fucking Henry Cejudo try and, crotch sniff for the next 25 minutes. Brendan Allen and Anthony Hernandez, I'm kind of excited for. I know a lot of people won't agree with that. If I had to say, it's probably going to be Gene Silver and Bagdasarian. I think that's going to be a really good fight. Gene Silver's finna get upset. Take that blasphemous take out of here, bruv. He's going to smash. Mark my words. Don't bring a nerd to a gunfight. Bro, Bagdasarian, I'll tell you something though. Bagdasarian looked up for this. Yeah, I'm Cheddarhead. I'm picking Font as well. I think Font is a really, really good I think Font is a really, really, really good underdog. I think Gene Matsumoto's looked hittable and he's looked hurtable in his last few. And also he's fought nothing but scrubs. He made Brad Katona look like prime fucking Marab, which is disturbing. If it wasn't for the long layoff, Melsik would be top 15 by now. I agree with you. Melsik's very, very technical. I think he's going to get bodied. Bacoli's going to fucking obliterate Parker. Mate, I hope not. I've got Parker. I think Bacoli is a fat fucking bin man. That's what I think. Does he have a bit of power? Yeah, but again, he lost to some absolute bum. I was watching a card in Britain a couple of years ago, and he got beaten up by some scrub. I think Bacoli's just shit. I think Parker's gonna I think Parker will face a little bit of adversity early on, and then he takes over. Frankie, what does a win do for Song or Cejudo? Cejudo's still a big name. For Song, it's huge because bantamweight's obviously logjammed right now in terms of there's no viable standout contender for Marab. So if he wins convincingly, if he knocks out Henry Cejudo, he could get a title shot of it. I know that sounds crazy, but bantamweight, Marab's already gone through everyone pretty much. So he could be either a win away from a title shot, or he could get one if he wins in dominant fashion. As for Cejudo, he's got to retire whether he wins or loses. I don't give a fuck about Henry Cejudo. I've never rated him. Yeah, I think he gets fucking. I think he should retire after this, regardless of what happens. Gene Silver has offensive and defensive grappling in his bag. Yeah, I hope he doesn't have to use it. But like I said, Melsik is very, very technical. He's a very good striker, very underrated. This is a tough fight. It's a tough fight. I think the odds are a little bit mad. I think the odds are a disrespect to Bagdasarian, who is actually good. But that's not how gambling works. Obviously, gambling works on where they expect all the money to go. And they know that a lot. I mean, I put money on Gene Silver myself. So I fell for it. Steve Garcia versus Gene Silver should have been the replay. Steve Garcia is a nasty bastard. I think they kind of know that. I think they wanna ride this fighting nerds gravy train a little bit, which is why Cal Baralho's being kept on ice. I tell you what though, that Carlos the Prates fight versus Magny, not Magny, Neil is that's a risk. Because Neil is one of those funny ones, man. He either turns up and is amazing or he's dog shit. But I agree with you. Steve Garcia would have been a much sterner test. You got to remember though, Gene Silver hasn't been in the organization for that long. He's got what, 3 fights? If he turns up, if he loses to Melsik Bagdasarian, who is good, don't get me wrong. If he managed to turn up and beat Drew Dober on a week's notice, going up a weight class, and then he loses to Melsik Bagdasarian, it's just further evidence that this sport makes zero fucking sense. Which, let's be honest, we know it doesn't. Neil is a lot better than people give him credit for. I agree with you 100% on that. I think Neil is going to give him a few problems. If Neil gives him the same from the RDA fight, Prates is in trouble. The thing I like about Prates is, again, all these fighting nerds have very decent takedown defense. The way that Prates kind of spreads his legs, homo intended, I like it. That sounded so fucking zesty. Anyway, Frankie, who needs a win more, Brendan Allen or Fluffy Hernandez? They both need it or they're going to amount to nothing. I would probably say Fluffy probably needs it more because he's so quietly spoken. He needs his talking in the ring to do more, or his talking in the cage to do more. So he needs to keep winning if he's going to get anywhere. Whereas Brandon Allen is going to talk a little bit of shit. He's a little bit more active on social media. He's got a little bit more of an outward personality. But I would say that this is crucial for both of them. They both need to win, or they're just going to kind of be, stuck within that kind of 5 to 15 range at middleweight. They won't ever break through that ceiling. And I'm praying to God, Joseph, that Fluffy gets the job done because I'm a huge fan of his. He's probably my top 3 favorite fighters. If you haven't been in here before, you've never heard me say that before. If you have been in here before, you've heard me say it every single fucking time. Jared said he's down to fight with the winner versus Allen versus Fluffy. I can see it. I mean, Jared is back in people's thoughts for sure. And I think it would be a tough test for either of them. I think he'd beat Allen. Fluffy, I'm not sure. It would be rough for Fluffy, who's kind of worked his way up for a while now, if he gets Allen and then he has to fight Cannonier, who's sort of, I think if Fluffy wins, he deserves a top 5 opponent. I think I've been calling for Fluffy to fight Cal Baralho for a little while. So I'm hoping that Fluffy wins and then they set up him and Cal, which is why they've kept Cal on ice for a little bit. Secret banger in the prelims. Ugh. Do you know what? Yeah, for what Feely and Costa might be a decent fight. I can tell you something now, yeah. Ricky Simon and Javid Basharat is going to be horrific. If I had to pick one fight, I'd probably go with Kutalaba and Aslan, just because they're both retarded, and I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna stand and bang with each other. That's what I would expect. Someone's getting chinned in that fight, which is why I think it could be fun. It may only last like 6 minutes or something or less. It may last only a round, but someone's gonna fucking get clipped. Fluffy's gonna make wrestling great again. Fluffy is in that group of fighters that I've come to appreciate. The Marabs, the DDPs, the guys that just break your spirit and just drag you into hell. That's what Fluffy Hernandez is to me. I just love fighters that can make their opponent lose the will to stay in there. Struggle cuddling. That's exactly what it is. Crystal gets it. Crystal gets it. How you doing, JVD? Shout out to you, JVD, for hanging out last night. I really enjoyed it. and you've inspired me to do more with this channel, or should I say something with this channel. Has anyone seen Julius Walker fight? What's his thing? Yeah, I watched quite a little bit of tape on him before we did the prediction video. He's very, very well-rounded, but he's young and he's green. He's got very varied wins on his record, so he's got really good ground and pound. He's got a few wins by sub. He's very rangy as well. He's a very tall guy. The fact that they're throwing him in there with somebody who's pretty much a top 15 or near enough in the top 15 shows you how high they are in this kid, you know? He's looked pretty impressive on the regionals, but again, he hasn't fought anyone of note. Because obviously he's a mostly regional fighter. So Pusher is going to be watched tomorrow. I'm gonna basically rack off all three back to back. Sucks Movzar got overlooked for the title shot. Feels like being a draw matters more than a meritocracy. Yes and no. I think it's more of a timing thing. I think it's more of a timing thing. Because I'm assuming Movzar would have been contacted, and he's probably a Ramadan. If there's a Ramadan issue, he's probably said he's not ready to fight now. I'd assume that he got the first call. I would assume. You're welcome. It's fucking unnecessary, mate. What the fuck did I do to you? Shout out to JVD Media. Undeserved title shots. I don't know. Lopez isn't an undeserved title shot. I think after everything he went through with the what do you call it? T City fight. And then fighting Danny Gay on short notice at what ended up being 3 different weight classes in like 24 hours. I would say, like, he deserves the title shot. I know it wasn't the greatest performance against Ige, but going in there and doing that means something. And he's exciting. He's been starching guys out. I don't think it's a popularity thing. I think it's he gets the bums on seats. He's drawing excitement. He's finishing people. And Movzar's fights are not as boring as people say they are. I don't believe that at all. But he's finished nobody in the UFC. So I think it was more of a timing issue, and it's just the fact that Diego Lopez, you can argue, probably deserves it a little bit more, even though he does have a loss to him. I would say it came down to a timing issue. And I think Movzar's next fight will be for the belt. I reckon he probably gets the winner of Volkan Diego Lopez. Cheeto didn't deserve, Strickland didn't deserve, but they had storylines. And the storylines matter. I mean, which do you think? Are you talking about when Strickland fought Izzy, or when he fought DDP the second time? Because I would argue that he probably deserved both. Because he beat Cannonier before that, or he should have done, and got robbed. And he genuinely is somebody who lives. Dana White's always spouting about the moniker. Stay active. Make sure you're available. Don't turn down fights. And Sean Strickland wasn't that guy. He wasn't turning down fights. So at the time, it felt like he deserved it. Ige had a longer camp than Lopez. Diego versus Ortega was short notice, and Ige was already finishing camp. No, I get that, Larry. You're completely right. But when there's a change of opponent like that, it's very, very understandable to be able to say, I'm not doing this. Especially with somebody like Dan Ige who can fucking crack, and you're fighting him at a weight class that you haven't fought at. It took balls to do that. I mean, Evloev is a nonce. Let's be clear here. He did go on record as saying, get him in young, which is fucked up. Let's be real. I've got daughters. I don't appreciate that kind of behavior. It's not like Ige was supposed to fight Lopez on that card. No, I get that. But it's more that a short notice fight for Ige is the same as it being a short notice fight for Lopez. And Ige is probably in camp most of the time as well. And it was at a weight class that was unfamiliar. You think Evloev beats Ilya in a 3-rounder? I think he gets fucking chinned. Evloev's very good though. We can't take, and the thing is that he's not as, like I said this earlier, he's not as boring as people say. Lerone Murphy is the answer to Evloev. I don't think so, bro. That's your British bias talk. And I reckon he's fighting Josh Emmett, isn't he? That's a nasty fight. Lopez got 30-27 by Movzar. He did, but it was short notice, and he had him in a lot of danger in that fight. A lot of danger. Tapuria didn't finish Emmett or Yusuf Salal. Doubt he finishes Movzar. But he probably just beats him up, though. Ilya's takedown defense is really good, and his wrestling's really good. I know he had a few dodgy moments against Bryce Mitchell, but he's very good. I don't think we've seen what's scary about Ilya is I don't think we haven't seen the full Ilya yet. We haven't seen how good Ilya is. And low-key, I would pick Zalal against Ilya in a rematch. Anakin, you fucking lost it, mate. You definitely don't mean that. Are you all right? Ilya finishes Jislam badly. I tell you what, yeah, I want to believe that, Joseph. Unfortunately, there's nobody who's more of a fucking hater of Islam than me, but I just think he's too big for Ilya. Which is why I'm kind of happy with the I'm kind of happy that Ilya's going to is likely to get a fight before to kind of acclimatize himself into the weight class. Arteta out. Manu, I had a great day. Arsenal losing, Chelsea losing. I'm still bricked up under here, bro. I'm not wearing any pants. I couldn't get them on. I'm that bricked up. I think it's Muslim trolling, to be honest, JVD. They know you're here, and they know you're an easy target. That's what it is. Gene Silver show today. I can't wait as well. This is a great card. I'm very excited. I am very, very excited. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick around until Dougie goes on, and then hopefully everyone can migrate over there. Because it's been a while since I've raided Dougie's corner. Again, that sounded a bit zesty. It's not riding, it's called being a fan of their style. I respect that. I respect that, Anakin. I do. You've got to admit, though, the Dagestani way of doing things is starting to decline. A win over Aljo is better than anyone Lopez beat. Volk gets a shot because he's a former champ. And I'll tell you what, the Aljo and Lopez fight was so entertaining. That puts to bed the whole like grapplers are boring to watch and all that. I thought that fight was real fun. Very good. Raid me, daddy. Oh fuck! I just came in my pants there, mate. The pants I'm allegedly not wearing. Anakin's bias puts mine to shame. Yeah, Lane, who are you mostly biased towards? Well, I can't think of any. Oh shit, my fucking laptop's got low battery. Hang on, peeps. How have I allowed this to occur? Joseph Parker's looking fucking tubby as fuck here. Don't let me down. You fucking fool. You fucking. Bacoli is a fat. Look at Bacoli, man. If you let this guy win after getting off a fucking plane and not look at Bacoli, he is a fat mess. It makes boxing look really shit if this guy wins because he's not technical in the slightest. Aljo is a great win, but it's just, do you know what it is? It's the nature of Movzar's wins, and it's the noncery. That's the problem. It's like if you're a nonce here, if you big up marrying little kids, you've got to be a fucking really good fighter. You can't come with that nonce, or you've got to be a really stunning knockout fighter. Because Evloev is a really good fighter. You've got to make people go, oh fuck. When you're do you know what I'm saying? When you're talking about it's okay to groom a 15-year-old, you got to come with that thunder in the octagon. Man, Bacoli does not look like a boxer. Fucking hell, he's such a fat shit. Come on, Parker. He does scare me though, because he looks like he's not technical in the slightest, but one bang. If we're reading Dougie, I'm gonna start pouring some booze down my throat. That way my speech to text can be really awful. I know that how much that pisses him off as well. Oh, Parker, don't be careless. Swinging like a mongoloid right now. Aljo is training with Volk. They are getting ready for Diego the Journeyman. Um, I'm a big Diego Lopez fan. That performance against Dan Ige concerned me. If Volk comes back if Volk comes back at like 75% of himself, he should win that fight pretty comfortably. Did you see that one KO head kick KO from Melsik? It was so sick. Not off the top of my head. Melsik is very technical though. Melsik's no joke. I like him. Let me see if I can listen to this biased fucking judging on the yeah. I'm gonna try and listen to this biased judging on the Parker card. But yeah, Melsik's no joke. I am very concerned about the odds here. The odds are a bit disrespectful towards Melsik because he is good. I don't know if you've heard me say that. And I think it's a good test for Gene Silver. I don't like how Parker's fighting here. He looks like a puffed out tub of lard right now. Oh, Bacoli's just swinging like a retard now. I hope he continues to do this and just gasses out. I need to stop betting on boxing though because it's so like. I mean, we all saw that. Did you guys see that guy Shiraz fighting earlier? Clearly lost the fight by like 6 rounds, but because he's both British and Muslim, they gave him a draw, which is just disgraceful behavior. I think we're about 40 minutes away from the start of the UFC card. So hopefully Dougie's getting all like oiled up and ready to go. Shout out to everyone who's been participating in the chat recently. I really appreciate you guys. It's been a good week. Frankie, next week is the Ribovic show. Baby, I love Ribovics. I love Ribovics. I think he's outstanding. Bacoli domination. No, and bro, if Bacoli wins, he's gonna be losing until he suddenly just parks him out. That's how it's gonna go. Look at his gut. Ugh. Yeah, Bacoli's starting to land a little bit now. Getting shit ready now. Good lad. Not sure where the narrative Melsik is good is coming from. He hasn't been. No, it's more how he looks while he's fighting. It's not really his resume. It's more that he's a very, very, very technical striker. He's slick in there. You know, like if you got the textbook out and you were like, how are you supposed to strike? Melsik looks like that. He's got very good range. Come on, Parker. Bacoli's shorts are embarrassing. Like he literally looks like he's wearing his boxers. This is what he wears to bed. I think Bacoli's just thinking, "Do you know what? I'm just gonna swing. I'm just gonna swing and try and catch him." Because he was on a plane like 12 hours ago. You know he was stuffing his fat face when he got the call. I mean, they couldn't even get him fucking shorts that fit on time. God, boxing is so trash. But Cody's starting to hurt him a bit though. I think Paradox might be right here, you know. I think he's gonna fold him if this continues. I'm at 121 of round 2. Are you about to tell me that Bacoli's knocked his head off? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Oh, Parker's. Oh, good land by Parker. Bacoli's not human though. Oh, he's wobbling. He's down. Down goes Bacoli. 8, 9. He's done. He's got to be done. He's done. Woo! And the hype is of. I told you this guy's shit. I gotta admit, I was a little bit scared for a few seconds there. But Bacoli's retarded, mate. He talked about how he's beaten up, like how he beat up Usyk in sparring, all this. I knew as soon as he started with all that shit, he was full of it. Get in, boys. Rigged. Yeah, rigged. Rigged. Totally rigged. I have Parker and Bivol fight to go the distance. Well, yeah, Parker might be letting you down on that one, sir. Paradox, he's a fat mess, mate. He's a fat mess. I'm taking these out for now. The hype is dead. I'm glad we don't have to hear about people talking about this shit guy now. If you come in rushing like that, you're gonna get fucking slapped. No, Joseph, you are not. Of course, you're not blocked. I need Bivol to go over 10.5. I've got Bivol to go over 9.5, and I've got to be real. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about it because I think Bivol might force the fight a little bit more and get caught. That's my worry. They bought the ref. You salty bastard. How much money have you dunked down the toilet on that shit? Be honest. Fair play to him for coming for getting on the plane and getting over there. He probably got a couple mil for that. And fair play to him. What up, Frankie? You talk about Ngannou saying he wants to box Wilder, and Usyk mentioned a power 10 fight, but I highly doubt it happens. I've heard about the Usyk one. If Usyk fights Alex Pereira in a boxing ring, he's gonna fucking batter him. There's no doubt about that. I actually would give Francis Ngannou a decent chance against I'd give him a decent chance against Wilder because Wilder is shit. You all right there, Joseph? Joseph, you having a bit of a rage there, sir? Bivol's fighting for revenge. I mean, £3, mate. That's devastating. I think it makes sense for them to, if there's any rigging going on, it makes sense for them to do to have a Bivol win, and then they do a trilogy. That's why I think that he might get the nod even if he doesn't win. That's what I think. Parker was a leg though. Oh, just one leg of it. Okay. Parker's very, very, very underrated. And the thing is, he's got better. He's only like 33 years old. He's not a very old heavyweight either. So he's still got time in the game. No, Joseph, you're here, bro. You're here. I just can't shout out "fuck Mus." Oh, I nearly did it. I can't shout out that phrase. I think Bivol decisions are decent. I thought Bivol won the decision in the first fight. So logically, it kind of I said this yesterday, yeah, it really depends on what the judges favor, the style that the judges favor. Because I thought Bivol did a really good job of landing more. And I don't think he was really getting hit. A lot of the blows that were landing were glancing, but the thing is with Beterbiev is he looks like he's dominating the fight because he controls where the fight's going and he looks more dangerous. So I can understand why that fight was called that way, but I don't agree with it. And that's the problem with betting on this fight. It makes more sense to bet on the distance because you can't you can't trust judging in general, but you definitely can't trust boxing judging. I've been ripped out by boxing judging so many times. Joseph Fax and F Juma. My comment got blocked earlier. What did you say? Something anti J and they fucking clipped your wings, yeah? They clipped your glorious wings, yeah? You almost got me. Let's be fair, yeah. Like I've been got loads of times on this channel. I've dropped numerous N bombs, usually because of Sniff. Sniff usually manages to get me. That's why whenever I see a Sniff chat come up, I read it like 3 times really quickly, just to make sure I'm getting outed. That's what I'm saying. The creative spelling is the way to get me. But we know this here. With my fruity British accent, it's very hard to catch me out because I'm not an American dumbass. We pronounce things properly. This fight was very reminiscent of like, well, not really reminiscent. It was a bit. It had the feeling of AJ and Ngannou, where one guy just didn't deserve to be in there. You learn that from your kid's kindergarten teacher. I fucking hate kindergarten teachers. I had my son off school the other day, and the kindergarten teacher called me up and was like, "How sick is he? Why don't you give him some Calpol and just let him come in? Like, you're a fucking doctor now, are you?" I was pissed. Every kindergarten teacher I've encountered seemed to think they're the fountain of knowledge on everything. Anyway, I'm glad that's over. I'm hoping that we get the kickoff of the main event before UFC starts, but it's unlikely. What is Cejudo's best chance to win? He has to take Song Yadong out on a date tonight, pretty much. Fuck you, Westy. Basically, he's got to make it ugly, and he's got to like have periods of control time because we all know that when Cejudo has control time, he doesn't do anything with it, and he's not as good a striker as Yadong is. He's not as powerful. I don't see how. Maybe Cejudo catches him with something. I don't know. No, you guys pronounce vitamin crazy. What's wrong with the way we say vitamin? It's fucking correct, mate. Things. Things. It's actually harder than you think. It's like when we say how we say water. Water. If I'm not thinking about it, I say water. Get me some water. Water. Oh man. You see what I'm saying? Though? I've become very, very aware of what my voice sounds like being on the internet. It's well zesty. I'll be real. I'm hoping now we get a little bit of movement towards yeah, I'd like to see the main events at least start before we get the UFC card because I'm probably going to turn it off. Why is Parker holding a belt? Aluminium. Aluminium. How's it going, Capitan? What's good, my bro? I wish you'd come here earlier. It would have been nice to have you on because I'm not here for very long. However, Capitan, I am on tomorrow, again on Sunday. So we'll do a nice little panel situation. The Brits either overpronounce or underpronounce their T's. I mean, you got us on that one. I mean, watching Bacoli just flop over is extremely satisfying. He's so shit. Yeah, can I have a bottle of water? Bottle of water. That's exactly how we say it. I'm sorry to say it's true, especially us Londoners as well. We do not speak. Let's have it, mate. We do not speak correctly. I realize I'm being very, very. Oh, interim. What's the point? I mean, Dubois just won the title a few minutes ago. Why you gotta add a syllable? Let's go back. Hang on a second. Fuck you. Wait. Where did I add a syllable? Aluminium. Aluminium. It's not aluminum. It's not aluminum. Don't try to trick me with your shit spelling. It's aluminium. Did you try and trick me with the bad spelling? Is that what it says? You're scum. Yeah, BS interims. The boxing interims are completely worthless. They're completely pointless. Just like in the UFC, really. I mean, Parker has been an actual champion, so fuck it. He can walk around with that belt all he wants. Yeah, thank you for linking Aluminium. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Mate, brutally, I've been getting bullied for the last 3 weeks, mate. I've been getting absolutely bullied. Oh, aluminum. Aluminum. Fuck you guys, man. Aluminum. I thought you were but aluminium's different from aluminum. We're talking about 2 different I mean, I'm not a scientist. Obviously, you can tell that by looking at me. Got a few extra chromosomes to hand out, if you know what I mean. You added an extra I and syllable. No, but it's 2 different things. There's aluminum and there's aluminium. There's 2 different things, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, aluminium's a different chemical element. Aluminum. Why am I going through this with you pricks? Yeah, they're different. I'm gonna look like a right mongoloid right now. Do you know what? Fuck you, man. Why did you bring this up? How dare you? How dare any of you cunts? How dare any of you cunts talk to a British person about how to pronounce things? You wouldn't have that patch of land if it wasn't for, well, I'm not even English, but do you know what? Fuck you lot, man. You ungrateful bastards. And that war over there was an early stoppage. We're still not done with that. No, they're the same thing, dude. Why are they spelt differently? Nah, I'm not buying this. Well, then there's 2 different ways of saying them. There's aluminum and there's aluminium, but there's 2 different ways of saying them, right? Oh, aluminum is so you are retards. There we are. It should be aluminium. It's in the same way as you retards say airplane and not aeroplane. You're mongoloids. You can't understand root words and how they work. So everything has to be simplified for you. Aluminium is fall. I love you. Thank you. No, there's the British spelling. No, there's the British spelling, and then there's the wrong way of spelling it. He should change your language name to American because that shit you're speaking ain't English, mate. Hang on a second. Does an extra of a thing make it better? Like, yeah, I'm chromosome maxing, 100%, bro. Frankie, what cards over average are more top heavy, UFC or boxing? Boxing. I mean, boxing has improved a lot lately, but up until well, when the Saudis got involved, all boxing cards were shit. It was just full of no names, and then you'd be waiting for the main event to start. Early stoppage. Y'all lost like 5 more wars because of how bad we depleted y'all. Bro, we were coming over to your patch. The fact that we made it a scrap at all just shows what legends we are. I'm not even British. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Thank you, Dougie. It's y'all, not you. How you doing, Valadizi? Can we shout out Valadizi127? Can Crystal, can you please drop Valadizi's channel into the description immediately, or sorry, into the chat immediately? If you guys could subscribe to Valadizi, he's a real life MMA coach, an absolute legend. Comes on the channel sometimes, not with his balls, just like he. Anyway, he's on the channel sometimes, and is a top lad. So give the guy a sub. It's aeroplane, as in the study of aeronautics. You retards. Copanium. I've had enough of this. Yeah, I come on here. I give you guys my valuable time, and then you bully me. This is what's happening now. It's like the last week you've just come on here and you've just been abusing me. Fuck all of you. I went from having the best community in the game to now having the worst, and I don't know who started it. Arm sleeves are an American thing. Oh, I don't even want to get into that. Thank you, Crystal. Please shout out. I'm gonna quickly pin that 1 second. Vala fucking Deezy, my fucking guy. And in fact, I've just realized, yeah, I don't even know if I'm. Oh wait, I've just Chris and do subscribe to Crystal Miller as well for the love of baby Jesus. Crystal Miller, Valid. I am subscribed. Valadizi's got a solid 10 subs here. Let's get him up to like at least 15. He's gonna have his YouTube channel up and running soon. Let's give him a fucking boost. Let me 1 second, boys. If you're not subbed to Valadizi, do it immediately. Pin that bitch. All right. Where was I? Sorry, Joseph. What were you saying? Did I miss something? Were you dunking on my head again? The American farmers bragging like they didn't suck off the French to save Dougie. Dougie, this is what can always count on the Aussies to back us up. Did you know that if you want softer mashed potatoes, you only need to add more water? Joseph, I'll give you a little tip, mate. Add milk. And you should never talk to an Irishman about the incredible ways that you can prepare a potato, because believe me, I've got some expertise in this area. I don't know why I'm spouting off like I'm fucking I'm British. I'm not. I'm Irish. I got fucking kidnapped and brought here against my will when I was a child. When I was 1 year old, when I couldn't defend myself. Frankie, do a poll. All right, what's the poll? You have to be more specific. What is the poll? Please subscribe to Crystal Miller as well. We love Crystal Miller. She deserves a lot more subs than she has. Shavkat by genocide. What's going on with... Yeah. To be fair, both of you are pretty on the job. So we still got about another half an hour until the card starts. Experiment with mash and add carrots and or sweet potatoes. I mean, butter's a given, mate. You can overdo the butter though. Yeah, Irish have harsher accents. They do. I mean, I was raised in Britain though, so that's the problem. I go over to Ireland on holiday and they just take the piss out of me, call me a traitor and whatnot. So really, I've got no one that loves me. It's hurtful. The English think I'm an Irish scumbag, and the Irish think I'm an English dick sucker. It's hard. It's a hard life. Shavkat versus Khabib boxing. Khabib's striking is on the same level as like a... Who was it that sent me a video where you put Khabib and Juliana Pena striking back to back, and they look eerily similar. Come on, Bivol, do it for the boys. Do it for the boys. What is Ba'a? I feel like you're just taking the piss now, Cheds. It's getting hurtful. And Crystal, subscribe to Valadez as well. Let's get these subs going. We need to get Valadizi up to like a decent 100 so that we can encourage him to get his channel going. Because he actually knows what he's talking about, unlike me, where I just fucking waffle my way through things. By the way, guys, if you're new in here, obviously subscribe to the channel. If you're a regular in here, smash that like button, please. I'd appreciate it. Cheddar, this is cheeky coming from you, considering you're 4'10" tall and 4'10" wide, mate. You fucking orange. Oh, poll. Bible versus Bebeef. That is the oh, found a way you can watch Bleedo. Hook me up, JVD. Send me the link. I was gonna download it on like a what do you call it? On Discord. Thank you very much. Get Valadizi validated. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, Khabib's early striking is some of the worst we've ever seen. It's comparable to all right, so who wins? We'll do who wins. I'm probably gonna better Biev. I'm definitely gonna butcher this spelling. Maybe they'll correct it for me. Nope. Better Biev. I'm definitely gonna misspell it. Or Bivol. The better Biev spelling is definitely gonna be incorrect. Actually, let me double check. I don't wanna embarrass myself here. Well, more than I usually do. Better. No, I spelled it correctly. Go me. Go me. Better. Oh, it's IEVE. IEV. All right. Subscribe to Valadizi, you fucking scum. When I tell you to do something, yeah, you do it. Hang on a second. Where are we? I've lost my chat. First video posted. Sweet, bro. I can't wait to see it. And thanks for that link, JVD. I'm going to hit that up tomorrow. Ched's is spherically challenged. Yeah. Ched doesn't really walk anywhere. He just kind of rolls. He kind of rolls everywhere. That's what he be doing. How are we doing with the voting so far? Better BF. It's better. Fuck you, bro. It's not English that's fucked up, yeah. It's my London accent. What's going on, Gaz Ninja? Francesca, I hope that doesn't stick. It looks like we're about to have to walk out. 4 Mads movies in one day, mate. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm gonna get it in. By the way, shout out to JVD Media and shout out to Paradox, the Metapod form. If you could subscribe to those guys as well, I'm sure they'd very much appreciate. Or they probably wouldn't appreciate it, but do it anyway. All the boys are turning up for this one, and the girl. We do have one whole woman in here. Don't panic, boys. Sometimes we have as many as 2 women in here. It gets crazy. And then sometimes 3. How you doing, Charlie? What's good, man? Better Bivol. How's the votes going? We've got 17 votes so far. And so far, Bivol's, wow. I mean, I agree that Bivol's better, but I have my concerns about this one. Only one female, I know. Only one. It's tragic. Pussy turn red. What pussies have you been playing with? There's 2 women. Oh yeah, we've got Crystal and we've got Lane. That's 2 females, you're right. And I'm sure Angie's lurking around here somewhere. We've got both. We've got the two the 2 queens really. Yeah, oh yeah, Chrissy J as well sometimes turns up. Yeah, we've had as many as 4 in here. I mean, that makes me essentially the and considering the way that I talk about women on here, it's interesting. Woman close, can't talk, incel mode active. Yeah. How you doing, S-Dogs? S-Dog, I thought you were 2 women. Yeah, I'm scared too. You can see I'm all flustered. S-Dogs MMA Talk, how you doing, bro? Are you doing a live right now? Are you doing a watch along for this? Because I'm technically watching it out the corner of my eye, but I'm not really that bothered. Ladies man of MMA YouTube. I mean, look, are you surprised? I mean, look at this ball bag of a face. You know? Who's Naomi? Women boo. I mean, that kind of sums it up. Yeah, subscribe to S Dog's MMA Talk. He's nearly overtaken me in subs if he probably hasn't already. So don't subscribe too enthusiastically. The real ladies man of YouTube. The Rizzler. Hey Frankie, is East Meth still reliable? I don't. There is an update. If somebody wouldn't mind posting it in the chat, I don't give a fuck. The fact Frankie has the most women in his chat, the way he talks about them proves the rule, boys. It does. You got to treat them mean. You got to treat them bitches mean. Keep them on a short leash. Sorry, Lane. I felt a shudder there just as I said that, and then Lane's name popped up. I should change my name to the MMA Rizzler. I'll change my YouTube settings to help your analytics, Frank. I mean, appreciate that. I told you, man, I don't understand YouTube at all. No, bro, I had some shit to do. I will be live for the main card tonight. You trying to come through? I will come through. I will come through. I've actually got like an interview with another university in the morning, so I'm a bit like touch and go. I might just stay up for the whole night. Now, the sensible part of me would sleep, but I think doing the interview half cocked would be far more entertaining. They know Frankie has that hog. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that fucking 1-inch beast, mate. I mean that 10-inch beast, mate. For real though, boggles my mind why we're still here. Yeah, for real, Lane. Maybe we might as well get into it, Lane. Are there some daddy issues, and can I help with them? That's what I'm saying. Because it tends to be women with the daddy issues that tend to flock towards me. To be honest, Jilia Amikara song stuck in me brain. Now that fucking JVD sent that stupid KSI lyric in the chat, I've got his fucking song. I had that song in my head for a week. That's fucking terrible song. Frankie, it's time to break out the coffee, my friend. This is the thing I told you guys. Yeah, I'm not on the if anyone has a stream for my boy here, for my boy Joseph, can you please post it in the fucking chat? Stop being stingy. I'll be real with you, Joseph. I would happily post you one, but I'm actually a simp that pays for mine. And I say that with the opposite of what pride is. It's embarrassing. And it's because I used to live stream, and the amount of times that Meth stream would fuck up on me. Just Frankie's a little drama magnet. I think I'm a nice guy. Those Celtic centimeters, right on you, bro. I prefer to discuss my dick size in millimeters if you don't mind. It's a solid fucking 10, boys. Don't you worry. It's the lesson we learned about the gym time yesterday. The 100 minutes instead of, you know, talking about it in hours. Strikeout is a good link. Mucilis, can you chuck it in here? Oh, you're not fucking modded. Hang on, Joseph, 1 second. Because I can't mod anyone at the moment. The crew in here, S-Dog, yeah, Everett, bro, the amount of degenerates. Believe me, you think it's nice having these people in your chat. They're all cunts. But tune in for S-Dog's MMA talk for the and also tune into Dougie's Corner as well. You get your Australian flavor, you get your American flavor, and they both bring the fucking thunder. Hang on, try MMA Bite. Let me see if I can find it. MMA Bite. I hope you're not fucking with me here because I don't have protection on my computer. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna post this in here. For our boy. It does appear to be legit. It's all right, Lane. I'm not monetized. If they kick me out, they kick me out. Fuck it. I've got a few strikes to spare. Guys, like the fucking stream. There's 33 of you pricks in here. Don't be stingy. Smash that like button. I'm here for the boys, man. I'm not here for YouTube. I'm down money being on this shit. Your raw dogging links. Oh lord. Can I get in trouble for that, brutally? Just between you and me. Brutally, yeah. When are you going back to live streaming, man? I fucking miss having you on, bro. I know you're busy, like, I know you're busy, like, tapping a hot nurse and actually working for a living, but you're missed on YouTube, mate. We need to get you back. I need to come up to Stoke soon as well. I hadn't liked it, my bad. Fuck you, Grammy. And you're one of the if you're not fucking liking, then nobody is. Frankie's always been here for the wait, hang on. Someone needs to go through my fucking live chats and just make like a 10-hour long compilation of all the gay shit I've said on this channel. Cause it is numerous. You have a sleep pattern now. I've learned what that's like as well. I've learned what that's like. Legit. Do you know what I didn't realize as well? Yeah, how like I've started dreaming again, and I've realized that I'm looking a little bit younger again just by getting enough sleep. It's crazy. JVD dropping N bombs again. It wouldn't be a Frankie live stream without some JVD hate crimes going on. Come on, Bivo. Come on, son. Let's get this done. Oh yeah, it's an instant rematch. Then that's what they want. They want fight number 3. I've got Bivol, but I had Bivol in the first fight. I've got him in this fight. I thought he won the first fight, and I think he's gonna win this fight and probably get robbed again. I'm doing a stream Monday with Gilly. He wants to bribe me live on stream. Sounds awesome. We're gonna do like a we got really into like talking about movies last night. So I might do something about like movies coming up in the next week. TRT Frankie coming. Bro, I'm not ruling it out. I'm not ruling it out. Once I start waking up in the morning without a boner, yeah, I'm gonna start injecting stuff into my dick. I'll probably start with stem cells and see how that goes. And they'll do the Sean O'Malley. I mean, if they can, I'm gonna need a pretty special needle for that job. Let's be real. And a telescope. I don't think one person here is on the beeps. The reason why, Lane, yeah, is because he lost the other fight. He lost the other fight. XXX movies, or I mean, I'm willing to talk about that if you are. I'll be honest, yeah, I don't know a lot about porn. Porn frightens me. Frankie, can you grow a beard? No. No. One day, yeah, puberty is gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit me hard. But no, I technically can grow a beard, but the majority of like 16-year-old kids out there, men and women, can grow better beards than I can. I'm amazed that nobody brought up their favorite porn videos. That took a turn. It always does in here. I'm always one chat away from saying something really fucking out of pocket. But no, Grimy, I can't grow a beard. I can grow I can grow a bit, a little bit, 9 months or so. The same amount of time as it takes to pump a kid out. It was the same time as it takes me to grow a rat-like beard. XX movies are bad for your pee-pee. I've heard that. I've heard it's bad for your brain as well. The wiring in your brain kind of gets fucked up when you watch too much skank. I'll be real, yeah, I don't find porn appealing. And I'm not saying that to sound, like a decent human, because we all know that I'm not. I just don't find it appealing. I just realized it doesn't. You see what I'm saying? I've got no stubble. You see it? You can tell there's no like stubbly bits all over my face. I save up. I've got like an electric razor that gets me through. I use it about once a month, and I'm good to go. Too much brain is bad for your pee. I mean, the man makes a very fair counterpoint there as well. I need that dopamine hit. I mean, mate, everything good in my life is gone now, man. I don't really fuck anymore. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've realized that tea is starting to stain my teeth, so I've stopped using that as well. Everything that I love, I have to stop doing because I'm an old cunt. and persisting with doing it is killing me more quickly. X movies are good background noise while you're shagging. Depends what you're watching though. And I'm gonna write that down. I could wax my face and it still wouldn't look as smooth as yours, but oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I think I'd look quite nice with a bit of stubble. All right, so we're off and running. I'm 2:38 on round number one, and Bivol's looking like a man on a mission right now, which means he's probably gonna get knocked out. I need a giant black ass in my life because of XXX movies. So, Kloss, have you I assume you've done what I've requested, right? And kept that Jimmy on, yeah? So I'm at 2 minutes of round number one. Brother has insane wet dreams for sure. Nah, the thing is, yeah, again, yeah, I'm old, innit? My equipment is outdated. So I can't unfortunately I haven't why am I talking about this? I am too honest with you people. This is the problem. Yeah, it's all killing me too, but I just keep doing it. I mean, yeah, I like getting a good night. I like feeling half decent. Like when I exercise now, I can get through more sets. I'm getting bigger, you know. Literally watched flicks after shagging. I need to write these things down. I could use the tips. Sarah Banks. Who the fuck that's definitely a black girl. Oh no, she looks dusty, mate. She looks like Black Beauty, and I don't mean a Black Beauty, I mean the literal horse from literature. I don't care how racist that sounds. She looks like a fucking she's a munter. She is a munter. She looks horrible, mate, but she looks filth though. So I'll give you that. She looks filth. Frankie's equip is outdated. Me, I don't give a that's why I'm impenetrable on the internet, mate. I've got nobody can hurt me on the internet because I know how fucked it. I know how I'm over the hill. I'm over the hill. It's done. All right, so we've got Bivol round one, obviously, right? I only bust in her mouth and ask for you, Frank, bro. There's an American hero right there. I told you guys I had a friend that I went out for dinner with the other day. All right, well, a whole group of us did, and he maintains that if you fuck a girl in the back door, that you might as well fuck ladyboys. Thoughts? How's our poll doing? Is it still up or is it finished? Is the poll done? Is the poll done? Oh mate, that fucking song is goated. I'm sorry. Yeah, bro, I got in great shape for this summer. Strength, cardio on point. Then Trump won the election, so and more civil war. So I got to give up on life. That probably gives you more of a reason to train, don't it? All right, it's 11:05. I'm assuming the UFC is starting relatively soon. I love fugging a bish in the arse. I mean, it is a power thing, isn't it? And to be honest, girls that take it in the back door are definitely more freaky. You feel like you fully own them when you take. I mean, I'm with you on that, class, which is pretty much what I just said. We ate. Does that mean we're live? Are we live? I'm gonna get off this Bivol fight because I couldn't give a fuck. Can somebody tell me when the UFC card starts? Because I'll be real, I don't care about boxing that much. I'm not that bothered. At this moment in time, I'm just waiting for. Oh, we 8 away from 900 subscribers. Guys, subscribe to S Dogs MMA Talk. Get him to 900 subs. I think I've gained a solid 1 sub on this stream, which is just beautiful. No, now I just eat a whole pizza every night and watch Tucker. Yeah, it's over for you, mate. UFC boys are walking right now. All right. Let me think. Maybe what I can do is I can stick the UFC on here. I'm basically just waiting for Dougie at this point. I'm waiting for my boy Doug. No, girls that take it in the back door are probably ugly and can't kick and won't clean. They gotta be good for something. I don't know if that's entirely true, Crystal. Stick the UFC in your bum. What has happened to this chat? I'm at 130 now. I've got to be honest here. Bivol is looking not great right now. I think he's forcing it a little bit too much. Okay, Dougie's corner. Dougie's corner is live, which means I'm fucking off. So can we get over to Dougie's corner? Where Dougie? Where Dougie? Where Dougie? Where Dougie? Dougie, I'm not seeing you, brother. Oh wait, there he is. There be Dougie's corner. It doesn't say that you're live. Are you fucking bullshitting me, mate? All right, boys. We're gonna get over to Dougie's corner. He is live. Let's get over to Dougie's corner. All right, guys. Can you hear yourself listening to me now? You're not watching the boxing. You don't care about the boxing. All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off now. Head over to Dougie. Much love to all of you. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, you've got S Dogs MMA who's also going live. Shout out to all you boys. Thanks for subbing. Throw up a like on the stream if you don't mind. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. I'll be doing a Sunday live as well. And I'll probably be on S Dogs as well. And brutally, we've got to do something soon as well. Guys, we'll get Kloss, keep the ass talking, keep it in the back pocket. We'll get to it. We'll get to it on Bivol connected to his chin. Sorry. We will talk to him. We'll talk about the ass, just back pocket Sunday, mate. Take it easy, Lane. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you in the chat. Get over to Dougie's corner. Get over to old Doug. All right, love you guys. I'll see you soon. Hands. All right, the stream. This is Dougie's corner. If you go to Dougie's Discord, he'll hook you up with a link. Guys, I'm off. I see you ladies and gents in a bit. Much love. Enjoy the card.